For competition blush, you should use a blush shade that's darker than your everyday blush, and you can use whichever brush you like to apply that. If you're not going to use a lip stain, we recommend that you use a primer. I just use my eyeshadow primer. You're going to use a lip liner on both the lip stain and the regular lipstick, and then you can either use a red lip stain or a red lipstick. So now we're going to apply blush. Your blush should be put on after you do your face makeup, if you do face makeup. So go ahead and smile for me. Even though it feels a little silly, you gotta do it. So put it from the apple of your cheek and bring it up to your temples. It is going to be darker and more pink than your everyday blush, but on the competition floor, you can hardly see it because of all the lights. So it's gonna look a little bit like clown makeup when you're up close like this, but on the competition floor, it looks good. Go ahead and smile again for me. So for Carly, she has a little bit more of a dark skin tone, so we're using almost a rose color blush. For me, my skin tone is very, very pale, so I usually use a peach blush for my everyday makeup, but for competition makeup, I'll use something a little bit more pink, a little bit closer to the rose color I'm using on Carly. Just go ahead and blend it. I don't have a blending brush with me, but if you do, that's how you blend it. Okay, so now the difficult part. We're gonna go ahead and do the lipstick. So first, we're gonna show you how to do the lipstick with just a regular red lipstick, not the lip stain. So remember to brush your teeth or drink water or whatever you need to do before this because it is not lip stain. I'm gonna go ahead and use the eyeshadow primer that I used in my other video on her lips. I know that sounds weird, but it just makes it last longer. So have them open up their lips a little bit. Just go ahead and just put that on their lips. It doesn't have any color really, so if you get it on your skin, it's not a big deal. This will just help it to last throughout the day and smudge less. Okay, so now that we have the lip primer on, we're gonna go ahead and do the lip liner. So this is really difficult to do on somebody else, so we're gonna show doing it on somebody else. Especially if you have little kids, this is something you should learn. So we're gonna lip line from the corner of her mouth along the edge to the other corner. And then we're gonna stop, let her move her lips, whatever she needs to do, and then we'll do the top. So have her open her mouth slightly, go from the corner, along the edge. Try not to get it on their skin because you can avoid that fake lip look by doing that. Doesn't matter how thick the line is because it's gonna be covered up. Okay, so now that we have the bottom lip done, let them breathe, all that stuff. The top one is the hard part, so we're gonna have them open their mouth again. I'm gonna go from the corner of the mouth up. And this is a really important part. So it's important that we don't make it look too much like a little bump and a little bump. We're gonna try and smooth out that lip curve, but still keep it. So don't just do straight across. Have her open her mouth again. Go all the way to the corner. Perfect. Let them move, all that stuff. Now we're gonna fill in using just a red lipstick that I got from CVS or Walgreens, whichever you prefer. So I'm just gonna fill in the lines. Don't worry if you mess up a little bit, you can fix it. That's why we have the lines. So it's kind of like a coloring book. Gotta love that on our face, but that's okay, we'll clean it up. If you feel like you need to fill in more towards the corners of the mouth, don't try and do it with your lipstick. Do it with the lip liner because it's thinner and you can be more precise. So now I'm just going to take a Q-tip. I'm going to wet it. Have our rubber lips together. Now if you want to touch it up a little bit, because nobody's perfect when it comes to lipstick, use your concealer. Yeah, Carly's like many times, and just touch up your makeup where you had to fix it and wipe it off. Again, I'm not gonna perfectly blend this concealer for the sake of time in this video. Okay, so now you're gonna take your pointer finger and you're gonna put it in your mouth and yeah, just wipe it out. That way it doesn't get on your teeth. And you're gonna open up your mouth and wipe the corners. And yep, and if you wanna apply a lip gloss, you do it now. So now we're gonna show how to do a lip stain. You don't have to put the lip primer like we did with the regular lipstick, but you should use the lip liner again. So we already did that because we already showed you in the other part of the video. So you're gonna use the red part, can you see it? Yeah, the red part of the lipstick, and we're gonna be really careful, and we're gonna fill in where the lip liner is. If you need to get some more on the stick before you do the top part, do that. Okay, so now smack your lips together. Be careful that they don't get it on the bottom because it'll be really difficult to get it off. While it's still wet, you're gonna wait for it to dry. So we're gonna wait a second for it to dry. So the lipstick should be dry to the touch and feel uncomfortable pretty much on the lips. We're gonna use the white part. Obviously, I've used this lipstick a couple times because the white part is now somewhat red. So you're gonna put it on just like you would chapstick. And it'll make the lipstick shiny and more comfortable to wear. So that's it for the lip stain. You shouldn't have to reapply it many times during the day. If you do, it should only be once, but you might want to reapply the gloss. So that is all for how you do the lipstick and blush. Thanks for watching.